Welcome everybody. This is Dan Hunt with the JSKA Virtual Dojo. Today is October 16th, and we are ready for a good day of karate. Sorry we couldn't meet live. The rain was pretty heavy last night, and I don't even think you could get to the pavilion with all the puddles and everything. So maybe next weekend we can get there live with Miho as leading the class. All right, so today I'm gonna start with some warm-ups, then work on our Nijushiho that we've been doing all week, and then go into some kicking drills to help with your kicking. So Mageris, Mashigeris, Yoko Kiagis, Yoko Kikomis, and maybe even get into some back kick if we get some time. Okay. All right. Ariane, were you able to do any Nijushiho with us this week? I don't remember if you were in on Tuesday or not.
No, I wasn't in.
Do you remember any of it from other days that we've done it?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's get started with some warm-ups and then go through the kata. We'll probably do about 10 minutes of warm-up, maybe about a half hour of the kata, and then another half hour of kicking drills. Okay. All right, here we go. Turn this down a little bit. See more of me. All right, feet together. Hey, about. All right, so let's just run in place. Warm up those legs, the upper body. Forward just a little bit, backwards. Forward, backwards, side, side. Move those feet back to the middle, forward, and back. Jumping. Change feet. Change the hands up and down, up and up, up and up. Somebody's got their microphone still on. Change the feet and the hands. Hips are on. Switch. Front, back. Side to side. Okay, knee lifts, hitch, knee, thumb, shoot, hook, back, hitch, feet, shoot, to the side, hitch, knee, two ankles up, knees up, hitch. All right, let's do some football kicks. Left leg forward, right leg back. Try and put your toes into your hand. Hitch and pull back. Knee, pull back. So, chi. Go. Sit. Touch. Two. And switch legs. Hitch. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Whip. Hitch. Touch. Two. And you. To the side, just straight leg lifting. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Feet. Go other way. Hitch. Knee. thump, sheet, go. Kicking to the back. Nice and easy. Keep your toes going straight down. Hitch, knee, thump, sheet, go. Body tall. Hitch, watch, two, two. All right, long to the right. Pulse it forward. Ball the foot in the back. Pulse it forward. Push your hips forward. They stretch this part here. Okay, straighten the front leg. Pulse it down. And up, let's do that one again. And let's go the other way. Ball foot. And pulse the hip forward, back. And straighten. And up, let's do it again. Okay, so feet out. Let's sink down and back up again. Feet out, sink down and back up again. Hitch and up. Go. And up. Check it out a little bit. Okay, just punching easy. Like that belt. Side to side if you're wearing gi. Arms around. Front back. Elbows up. Turn the wrists each time. Okay, up and over. Up and over. Legs wide. Bend at the waist. And again, pulse it. A little wider. A little bit wider. And walk it in with your heels, toes, and shake it out a little bit. All right, left leg forward, just easy kick, hitch, front leg, knee. Shoot. Go, the knees up. Go. Hitch. Punch. Shoot. Shoot. Switch legs, hitch. You need to pick those knees up. Pump. Sheet. Hitch. Punch. All right, good. All right, straighten you up your clothing and everything. All right, so let's get started with our Nijushiho. I think Ariane, you're the only one that hasn't participated this week that I can see in the list. Let's see here. Yeah, Marcus hasn't either. So, all right, so here we go with Nijushiho. All right, I about. All right, so the first move, reach out with the left and center position with the right. We're going to pull and shift backwards into a back stance. Arm is 90 degrees here. Okay, then punch underneath, shifting forward, palm up, shift forward again, elbow. All right, reach out, pull 1, punch 2, elbow 3. This last stance is like an L stance. So my feet are about 1 foot behind the other, but the back foot is sticking out. Front foot is forward, and my weight is over the front foot this way. So I'm going forward. Okay, don't just stay in place here with a straight front leg. You're not going to be able to drive in as well with the back leg. A couple more. Hitch, shift back, shift forward, and elbow forward. Okay, one more. Hitch, knee, some. Okay, so this first one is a nice heavy breathe. Okay, and finish it. When you finish it, then go to the next one quick, and then start the next one after that quick, and then finish the last one with a nice long breath. Okay, it's like this. Here we go. Itch, knee. Okay, so see how the punch and the cover are quick, and then this is again slow. Okay, even the first part, watch is drop quick. Okay, picture somebody going to give you a big swing. Okay, this way. So I gotta kind of protect myself from that big swing, and then from there, or maybe it's a two-handed push. That way you could do it. Consider it that way too. Or maybe they even got a hold on me. Boom, I'm going to stick this hand in their face. Okay, so they come down on their arm or dip back into the back of their head. Boom, punch, and then maybe a choke here, or just an elbow. Okay, all right, here we go. Itch, knee. All right, so this elbow is about even with your shoulder, maybe just a little bit above it. Okay, and centered into your body. Okay, so the next move, I'm going to drop my hands. Watch, both hands are going to drop. I'm going to turn and get into a Sanchendachi. Okay, Sanchendachi, as we talk this way, the feet are even, or about even with each other. Big toe on the back, front heel of the front, maybe just maybe an inch or two this way. Okay, front foot is turned in, back foot is pretty straight, and squeeze and pull. Okay, so squeeze those heels so they come together. When you release it, your heels ought to go like that, and then step in when you go to the next one. Okay, so from here, from the elbow, I'm going to drop the hands, get into a Sanchendachi as I'm coming around here, and when I finish here is when my Sanchendachi finishes, and I pull all the way into here, both into Hikite position, and then double punch right on top of left. So left is palm up, right is palm down, right's a little high chest, left is like kidney down here. Okay, then the next move is lift the knee, cover both forearms, itch this way. Okay, so this is I've seen this talked about as protecting you from a headbutt or a knee to the groin. Okay, so here, and then I'm going to come across and do a kakiwaki. So hands together here and then across. So I'm already right leg forward. I'm going to lift up and step back out right leg. Next move to the left, agiuke. 1, and then really turn this hip inverted and actually slide up this right leg just a little bit. 2. So elbow up, center, covers the right eye. Left hand is palm to the ear. Okay. All right, so go back to the elbow in the front. Drop the hands. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out, then in, out. Okay, so those two are together, the agiuke and the elbow. All right, any questions so far on that part? Okay, so you can use a draw hand on the agiuke. I usually don't, only because I figure I've already hit him here. I already have a hold of him, or I know where he is, so I just go right to it. I'll strike the neck and then strike the head again.
Sensei, can I ask a quick question?
Sure, but I think Mio, hold on. I think Mio was ahead of you. Mio, did you have a question?
I'm sorry.
Was that it, Miho, about the draw hand? Okay, all right. Go ahead, Andy.
The elbow, the third move, where is the palm facing when you do that? Is it
I had the palm facing down and right on the breast. Hand right on the breast. So palm is down. I'm not sure that makes a huge difference. You're just kind of coming around and striking across the face that way. Okay. You could also argue that it could be, I've got his crown of his head here, and I'm coming up and using that as a lever to put a little carotid choke on him.
Thank you, Sensei.
All right, sure. Anybody else? All right, so the challenge I know on this part is getting the timing right with the drop of the hands and your whole body landing at the same time. Okay, so from here, let's just practice. See if you can get your feet and your squeeze to go the same time you pull all your hand, both your hands to your side. Ready? Hitch. Again. Knee. So this foot just kind of slides across. So this right foot slides across and stays toe in, heel goes out. And then as you get to the end of that, you should be this way, like that. Okay. So if you wanted to, let's try this. Everybody face the back of the room. Take your right foot and cross your legs and have your hands out this way. Okay, so you should already be about halfway with your hands here. Now I want you to move the right leg over and get your hands to the hikite by going up and around this way. Ready? Hitch. And again. Knee. Okay, see how pull here, tight twisting at the ankles and at the heels. Okay, as you pull it in. All right, let's start from the beginning. Hitch. Knees hump. Sheath. Go. Rook hitch. Okay, one more. Let me see you guys. Hitch. Knees hump. Okay, Marcus, go a little slower with the execution of that elbow. Okay, it's a slow slide. It's neat. punch, double punch. Bitch. Knee some. All right, Mijo, go a little shorter. Bring that back foot up just a little bit more. A little shorter stance. No. Leave the front foot. Yeah, slide up more and really twist your upper body. So the shoulders are open. Okay. Now what I see is your elbow is just in front of your front knee, which is good. Okay, which is about 4 inches forward of where your Agiyuki was. So go back to the Agiyuki real quick. Now longer stance. There you go. So the Agiyuki is about 3 inches behind your knee. Now slide up a little bit and lean forward. There you go. Good. Excellent. So now your elbow is, picture your Agiyuki on their neck. Now your elbow is through their head. Okay. All right. Any questions on that part yet? All right. Let's keep going. Okay. From the elbow. We're going to rotate out and step out with our right leg into Kibarachi. Lead with the elbow. Palm is up and stays up into a tate shuto. Okay, from here, we're going to lift the knee, but not pull the hand yet. We're going to lift the knee and then pull the hand when we kick. So lift, kick, and pull, and then reverse punch, landing full long reverse punch. See how far my hand is past my body? Okay. So the pull comes to here, same time the kick goes, just like that. Okay. So the pull happens when the kick happens, not before. Okay. So from here, elbow, come back to the elbow, short front stance. Kibarachi, lead with the elbow, palm is up, still palm is up. Lift and pull and reverse punch. Now, as you pull this in and kick, don't just fall down in. You have to actually, one, lift up again so you can load up this back leg so you have something to push into. Okay, I'm going to repeat. Lead with the elbow, palm up. I'm sorry, fingers up. Okay, lift and then kick and pull same time. Retract, full reverse punch. Okay, and then one more move. We're going to invert the hip, pull the left leg back, pull the hip back. One. So this goes from high to low. Think of it as maybe his hand is right here and I'm bringing his hand down. Or maybe his head is there and I'm bringing his head down. And then I'm going to push with high, low, left or right palm low, left palm high into a front stance. Okay, so from this elbow, I'm going to go back. Okay, lead with the elbow, lift and pull, kick, full punch. Repeat, lift and pull, kick and punch. Invert the hip by pulling the left hip back. Drop this to chudan. Then this goes to geidan, jodan. Not up here with the elbow. About even, the bottom of the elbow is about even with the top of the armpit. So the top of the elbow is about even with my shoulder. Okay. All right. So one of the things about this, if you ever do this kata in a tournament, one of the selling points of this one, especially if you have really good flexibility in your yoko kikomis, is going really high with these kicks. I never had that kind of yoko kikomi flexibility, so mine was always about just kidney level. Okay, still scored okay, but some of the folks that had higher kicks got some marks, better marks for the kicks, but I beat them in the rest of the way I performed it. So if they had my kata and I had their kicks, between the two of us, I think we would have had a really, really good kata. Okay, here we go. From the beginning. Ich, pull, knee, shift, slow. Ich, quick. Ich, Need some, quick. It's slow. Okay, so when you get to the end of this, breathing out, go. Breathing out, go. Itch, slow, or quick here, slow. Okay, one more time. Itch. Knees up. Quick. Itch. Slow. Quick. Itch. Slow. Go. Slow. Itch. Quick. Slow. So what I like about this is my hands are here. My step out saves some knee so that when you extend your hands, your body is going forward. Okay, don't do it like this. One. So my legs in and my hands are still moving. Okay, make sure they have body movement with the hands. Okay, let's see what you guys got. We'll keep going. All right, here we go. Itch. Knees hump. Marcus, go slower on that elbow. Really squeeze it out and take your time to get to the end of it. Itch knee. She. Go rock. Don't step through, Pete. Just slide your right leg up and turn your hips toward the camera side. Even more. Slide your back leg up some more. There you go. Now stand up some more. There you go. Good. Yes, there you go. Itch. Unwind it. Knees hump. Itch. Knees hump. Itch. Big pivot with the left hip. Knee, slowly step in, save some knee press. Okay, good. And again, Miho, left arm just up just a little bit. So the elbow, no, not the hand, elbow. Bring your elbow. There it is. Good. Now the elbow is directly behind the wrist. Okay. Okay, good. Any questions? All right, let's keep going. Marcus, can you turn your camera lower? Because I'm seeing mostly ceiling and you cut off at about your waist. Yeah, that's much better. That'll be much better. Okay, good. All right, into the second half of the kata. All right, so we are now here. All right, so now we're going to take our left arm. We're going to do a mate and bring our left hand down this way and our right hand haito to the neck. So kind of windmilling our arms. Picture a big swing. I'm bringing it down here like this, trapping it in here and striking. Okay, striking the neck. Now in the next move, I'm going to go underneath this hand and kiai. Okay, from here, I'm going to take left arm underneath and press like in Wankan. So palm up, open-handed, I guess we'll call it tiger bite or something like that. Okay, and then bring it up, double hands up, and then double hands down. So left hand on top, right hand underneath. Okay, so think of this as, okay, I'm here. I'm going to turn. I'm going to windmill the arms, strike the neck. I'm going to go underneath and strike. I could either strike with this part between, boom, boom, on this side, or I can come underneath it into the throat. Okay. If I go on either side, it makes it a little bit easier for me to grab the crown of the head, grab the chin, twist them down, hold on to the head and bounce his head off the ground again. So if you think about that as I'm twisting his head and I'm trying to take this all the way up to here, even though I may not get there. If I do, that means his neck really snapped. Okay. If I didn't get all the way there, I can still take the head and boom, drop him on the floor again. So let's go back to here, left on top, right, big twist, strike the neck, underneath ki, 1, 2. Now this is a front stance facing 45 degrees. Okay. I've also done this as Shikodachi here, which works too. It lets me get a little lower, but the JKA has, this is a front stance. I kind of like the Shikodachi too, but I've been doing it more with the front stance just to stay consistent. Okay. So from here, we're going to change to a back stance over the top, palm flat, 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 and then turn over 90 degrees so that my hand is straight up. Okay, so this is a back stance. So from here, okay, double punch, and then we're going to come make this a back stance. I'm really going to open the chest up when I get to the end of this. So flat, 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 big. Now I'm going to step through Kibarachi, elbow straight up, 1. Okay, shift forward again in Kibarachi, punch and cover, 2. And then down block, shift backwards, 3. Okay, try not to let that left leg kind of slide in when you do this elbow. So we're here, elbow 1, Kiba, 2, cover punch, down block. Okay, so go back to here. Itch, knee, hey, some, chi, go, rook, 1, 2, 3. So those are all kind of 1, 2, 3 right after each other. Okay. One more time. From the front stance this way. Itch, strike the neck. Hey, knee thump. Chi, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Let's go from the beginning. Actually, let's continue from there. And then we'll go from the beginning. Okay, so from this down block, 45 degrees. Now we're going to change it to go the other way. Vertical hand, same thing. Palm flat to the floor, then turns up, back stance. Now, just like the move from Basaidai where you do the elbow and then down block, we'll do one of those down blocks. Kibarachi down block. And then from here, repeat, going to the corner, elbow, cover punch, down block. Okay. So again, from here, right leg forward. You can see me. Itch, knee, right, thumb, chi, go, rook, hitch, hatch, hitch, knee, thumb, hitch, knee, thumb, chi. Okay, so a little bit of repeating. I think I showed on top. I like this underneath instead when I do that more naturally. Underneath is a good way to go. All right, so let's go from the beginning. We'll go to there. We're almost done. Plus, hitch, knee thump, chi, go, rook hitch, touch, coup, hitch, knee, thumb, chi, go, hey, rook hitch, 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 knee, thumb, chi. All right, questions so far up to there? All right, seems all is clear. Okay, think Dirk is probably the only one to understand that. Okay, here we go. Elliot, your video happened to be turned off again. Can't help you if it's off. All right, here we go. Itch. Knee some. Some. Sheet. Mary, don't forget to pull all the way back that hikite. Both hands up to here. You kind of got them maybe about here, and that was about all you got. Now, hold on. Go back to the elbow. I want you to bring those hands above your head. Yes, pull back, then move. No, you don't shift in. You stay right there in that Sanchendachi, okay? So stay right in that Sanchendachi. Itch. Knee. Hold on, Ariane, where you're one ahead of us. Go back to the double kakiwaki. Right leg forward. Itch knee. Some unwind it. Really breathe. Kibarachi. Pull that elbow in more, Ariane. Your back, no, your left elbow. There you go. Yep. Itch knee. Same thing with you, Marcus. Make sure you pull that elbow, your hikite elbow back toward your spine. Itch. Mary, you're leaning away a little bit. Get into your left leg a little bit more. There you go. Itch. Itch. Big pivot. Knee. Some. Sheet. Hold on, Ariane, go back to the double hands. Okay. Now bring your left hand behind you, right hand to his neck. No, no. Left hand behind you, right hand to his neck. There you go. Now underneath. Good. Itch, knee. 1, 2. Okay, so left hand on top, right hand underneath. So Ariane, watch this way, not this way, not this way. So left hand on top. Itch. Knee, some sheet. Okay, so Marcus, go back to that palm, vertical palm. I want you to land in Kibarachi before you, or all the way when you do your elbow. Go. 1. Now punch and cover, shift in. No, you didn't shift in. You got to shift in on the punch and cover. Yes, and then shift back out. Good. All right, Pete, you got to do the same thing. Shift in, then shift back out. Okay. Shift in. No. Just collapse the left leg. You got to move the left leg when you push off of it. So go back to the elbow. Everybody go back to the elbow. No, we'll go back to the elbow. Okay, now push off the left leg and slide everything to the right. Itch. Now, see how you're leaving the left leg where it is, Pete? There you go. And cover with your right arm, punch with your left. No, that's your left arm covering. Yes, there you go. Then slide back, down block. Good. All right, Miho, don't let that left leg collapse, okay, when you do the shift in. All right, itch. Go back the other way, palm down to palm vertical, and elbow down block, itch knee. Itch, 45 degrees. Okay, end in Kiba, 1. And then cover punch 2. And then down block 3. Good. All right. All right, so a little sketchy on that part, but we can make it work. I'll give you the video from here and you can see, okay? Let's see, did I put myself? Okay, so from this last move here, okay, we're in the down block position. We should be about 1 step from our last so or actually about a half a step from our last final position. Okay, so about from where we started. Now we're going to do that same movement we did earlier, pulling and getting into that Sanchendachi. I'm going to move the right foot over and then the left foot over. So I'm going to move the right foot over a lot, left foot over a little bit, like this. Okay, so I'm going to move this. I got Kibarachi, 45 degrees. I'm going to move this leg past the left foot, and I'm going to bring the left foot over. Okay. And at the same time, I'm going to drop the hands and bring them all the way around my head and then pull. Okay, double punch again, right hand on top. This is the Kiai. And from here, collapse your right hand onto your left shoulder. Left hand down to your waist. I'm going to come around, cover my face, cover my groin, change the hands as I step, and then push down with the right, up with the left. Okay, another way to do that too is collapse, keep it small into the chest, and then up and in. Okay, but this is down, this is up. So left is up, right is down. And the squeeze is so hard that when I finish, my feet should squirt in. Okay, so back to the down block. So bring the right past the left and squeeze the left in. Itch. Breathe in, breathe out, Kiai. Itch, collapse. Right hand covers face, left hand covers groin. Go around. All right, at the end of the kata. Okay, so let's go through the whole thing. See if I can talk my way through some of the things you guys might want to remember as we go through it. Okay, itch, quick to start, sink, and shift back fully. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Quick to start. Quick to start, and then slow to finish. Then quick, land when you pull your hands together. Itch. Knee. Then quick, itch knee. On, lean with the elbow. Press, breathe out. Make sure this left elbow is tight. And then when you get to the end, lift and kick. Knee. Some. She twist. Slow. Now, these next two are quick. 1, 2. Right. 3, 4. Pitch. Underneath, palm flat to palm vertical. Pitch. 1. Now shift in, cover. Punch, shift back, down block. Pitch, repeat. Now elbow, down block, pitch knee. You should be right foot where your finishing move is. Pitch, 45. Step in, elbow. Cover, punch, shift in, and down block. Now reach out, over the top, double punch, Kiai, collapse, wauke, press. Squeeze those heels together as hard as you can, release. Okay, any questions? This is the whole kata. Pete, got something? No? Okay. Anybody? All right, I think I might be doing a good job here. All right, here we go. A couple more, and then I'll cut you guys loose, see what it looks like, and then you can do your own sensei when you look at the video later. All right, here we go, from the beginning. Hitch. Knees up. Chico. Yeah. That's good. Hitch. Hitch. Jump. Hitch. Yeah. Samshi. Pitch knee. Go. Pitch. Knee. Some. Pitch. Knee. Some. Pitch. Pitch. Knee. Some. Pitch. Knee. Hey. Okay. All right, let's see what you got. And then we'll move on to some, maybe talk a little bit about some bunkai and then do our kicking drills. All right, here we go. Nijushiho. Pitch. Knee some. Pitch knee. Some. She. Go. Pitch. Knee some sheet. Mary, you got to get into that base leg when you lift that knee up. Okay. You tend to lift it way out there, and then you're basically falling in. Pitch. Now bring your left leg and bend your right knee so that you can support it. Itch, knee. There you go. That's better. Itch, knee. Some sheet. Go rook. Sit. Itch, knee, some. Itch. Back stance, itch, knee. Okay, so there's no shift there, Ariane, just in place. Okay, elbow, down block. Itch. Knee, some sheet. Itch, knee. Some. Ariane, you got the wrong leg forward. There you go. Yummy. So Ariane, go back to that down block to the 45 degrees. Okay, so your right leg is in the back. Keep it in the back when you move it across. And turn toward the front. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right, good. All right, so take a short break, come right back. Actually, yeah, go get your water, come right back, and let me talk a little bit and show you a few things that that you might like from a bunkai perspective, okay? Wait till everybody gets in their video here. Okay, so first move, picture somebody big swing, and I'm going to stick this in their eyes, or maybe they've already grabbed. I'm going to stick this in their eyes, and I'm going to come down on their arm. Or if they come in with both arms and they're really hot and heavy, their head might get inside this space. If their head gets in this space, I can pull down on this arm and strike behind the head. Okay, so back in here. So part of the reason why I think this is slow is that the Okinawans and the Japanese understood that this is a deadly technique in the back here. So you got to go slow if you're going to do it with a partner. So striking here slowly to the back of the head. Now, if you brought the back of the head down, punching collarbone would be good. And then I can slide underneath with the chin, crown of the head's here, and then use this as like a guillotine choke type of thing, okay? The other way you can do this too is come down on the arm, punch the face, and then when you punch the face, or you come down the arm good enough, his head goes forward, right? So punching this is going to make his head go backwards. So that's why I have to go in deeper to make this elbow work. So Miho, if you do that, grab his arm. Here, let's actually see if we can get Miho to do this with Masa. And guess what? Funakoshi was a tiny person too, right? So he had to do things against really tall people. Okay, so let's say Masa goes to grab the lapels. Okay, Masa. Yeah, both hands. Both hands. Now, Miho, you're going to stick that hand up into his, I want you to grab his lapel with your, let's see, with your right hand. Yeah, across, kind of across on the right, yeah, on the right side. There you go. And I want you to take your left hand and put it up into his neck. No, in this way. Across his neck. No, across his neck. There you go. Now pull and push as you slide backward. No. You're not pulling with the left. You're pushing with the left. Pull with the right and step back. Yeah, you did it. Very good. Okay, so as a shorter person, you use the step back to kind of create some leverage to push against his neck there. So do it again. There it is as you step backwards. Good. Now from there, you could do the punch to the Chudan or punch to his face. Boom. Yeah, there you go. And then as you go in, you could probably take that elbow and do a toss, toss him around your left leg as you shift it in. So take your left arm, push him to your right with your left arm and toss him to the right. No. Keep your left arm right where it is. Just push your elbow forward and that way. No, your elbow, not your hand, your elbow. Push his left elbow around his back, or his left shoulder around his back. His left shoulder, which I'm sorry, right shoulder, my mistake. Right shoulder around his back. Yeah, there you go. And around his right leg around your leg. So you're not deep enough, are you? No, around your left leg. No, that's your right leg. No, that's your right leg. There's your left leg. Now push his left shoulder or right shoulder around your left leg. His right shoulder around your left leg. Here, do the kata. Watch this way. Okay. That's spotlight. Okay, so you're here, right? So as you go forward, you're going to stick this in between his legs. You're going to push this way. Drop him here. Drop him here. With your left elbow this way. Yes, like that. Now drop him to the floor from there. Go. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. You know, we should have worked on this before we got to this point. Okay. All right. So, and the other part too is from this part where we strike. Okay. If this goes to the side of the neck, this also could go to the side of the neck too, if we're deep enough, right? All right. If this is going to like the side of the head here, I'd want to go underneath and strike the larynx area. Okay. From here, I'm going to chin, crown of the head, really slowly when you're practicing, head down, and then pounce their head off the floor again. Okay. So you must turn it though. If you don't turn it, so if they're here, that should turn this way. So chin goes up, crown goes down, and they go to the ground right here. If you still got their head, pick it up again, boom, drop it again on the ground, just bounce it off the earth. Okay. Now I haven't come up with a really good bunkai for this elbow cover punch down block yet. I've seen a couple people use some really complex hand movements and stuff like that. I'm not so sure it's that complex. I think it could be just, you know, catch the hand, strike the elbow, maybe head, boom, And then from here, maybe they got their right leg forward. I'm striking the groin from here, something that simple. Okay, so I think this elbow might be more of a elbow luxation as I pull. Okay, let's see what else. And then this part here, somebody grabs, I'm going to pull down a little bit, cover. Okay, maybe pull down to get a little bit punch. That didn't do it. I'm going to cover and cover my groin, cover my head underneath the chin, and then kakiwaki this way. Okay, so I can strike whichever side is open. Doesn't matter which side's open. And then from here, I probably wouldn't step in from here to do this because their head is right here. I would probably step this way to kind of figure out where his head is. And I could strike that as many times as I wanted until they let go with one hand to kind of stop or moved. Okay, let's just say this inside hand. So they got an outside and an inside hand. That's the one that goes up to stop. Then this one goes whoosh, inside to get the elbow. Or I could take this to the chin underneath and really crank that. If I happen to get them down here, okay, if I happen to get them down here, I could take this, get this chin sideways, and then crank that head up this way. So you can see how that might be helpful. So I look at this kata and I see a lot of neck cranks and kind of upper body discombobulation and really just kind of turn off the computer type of thing. So when we do this kata with a partner, you want to do it with really extreme slowness, and you want to let them turn their own head. You don't want, as soon as you start feeling any kind of pressure at all, you want to let them either decide to move or not to move, depending on whether they think they can keep moving or not. Okay, and letting their body. Okay, I'm using my legs to turn instead of having you trying to spin my head off of my neck. Okay. All right. So any questions about bunkai? All right. So Miho, you got a lot of play. If you go back to the seminar that we did over the summer that one time, I sent out a handout with that. And it has a lot of the same bunkai that I'm talking about here now. So you can go back and read that and see if you can recreate it, okay? All right, so let's get our chairs. We're kind of overstated our time here for Nijushiho, but that's all right. Good news is always to have, if you're an instructor, always have extra. And then if you run out of time, nobody knew that you didn't have the extra stuff. I don't mind telling you because that's the way we roll. So it gives you a little bit of heads up just in case you ever want to be an instructor. Okay, so let's not hold on to the chair to start. Let's just lift our knees up. Okay, so just lift the knees up, and I want you to bring the toes up with the knee lift. So let's start with the left. So the ball or the heel or the whole foot is parallel to the ground. Now, right knee, pick the toes up. Some, chi, go. Okay, so if you can lift to your belt height, then that means you can at least kick to like middle thigh. Okay, if you can lift above your belt, which is, most younger folks and folks that don't have any flexibility issues, up into your maybe your floating rib here, you can kick at least belly button, maybe even a little bit higher. Okay, so let's lift again, hitch. Okay, picking it all off in one piece, not peeling it off and then pulling it up. Knee, some, chi, go, grow. Okay, let's get our hands up, put our left leg forward. Okay, now that same principle. Okay, watch my back foot. Okay, I'm not going to peel it off and then leave the toes down to kick. I do that with something in the way, I'm going to hit that. But if I pick it up all in one piece, I can put my foot on this chair without catching the chair on the way up. Okay? So from here, I want you to try and pick it up all in one piece and just lift. Okay, hands up. Sorry. Lift. All in one piece. Lift. Lift. Knee up as high as you can go. Lift. Okay, foot parallel to the ground. Toes pulled back. Notice you can see the ball of my foot from here. Get it even closer so you can really see it. Okay, ready? Yeah. Oh, almost. Oh, there's the ball of the foot right there. So I've got my ankle flexed this way. Okay. So let's do the lift and then we'll continue the kick. So now I can't leave that foot like that because it'll go straight up, right? So as I'm transitioning to the out, I have to point the ball of the foot forward. 1, 2, 3, and then down. Okay, so it looks like this, flat. And then recollects this way, pushes out, recollects this way, and then down. So when you lift, pick it up in one piece, out and back, ball the foot, pull back, and then down. So not only with the leg pulling back, but the hip pulls back too. So I'm here, I extend the hip, bring the hip back to neutral, and then push it back down. Okay, ready? Left leg, or right leg kicking. Pitch, lift, out and back, bring it back and down. So the idea is getting your ball of the foot as far away from the heel as possible, front to back. Pitch, knee, thumb. So really work on the press and the bring it back. Pitch, knee, thumb, sheet. Pitch, knee, thumb, sheet. Switch legs. Okay, so let's work on the lift, just the lift, picking it up, getting the foot parallel to the floor, the bottom of the foot. Pitch, knee, thumb, sheet. Go. Hey, notice I don't stand up either. I keep my knee bent. There is a little bit of up going on, but not a lot. All right, so now let's lift and finish the rest of the kick. Pitch, knee, bring it back, up. Pitch, knee, bring it back, down. Pitch, knee, bring it back down. Pitch, knee, bring it back down. Pitch, knee, bring it back down. Pitch. Now really extend the hip. Knee, bring the hip back. Pitch. Knee, bring the hip back. Got it. So when you bring the hip back, don't bring it back this far. Just we send it forward. Okay, keep trying to keep our upper body fairly straight. But then when I bring it back, it's this, not this. So it's this. So from my navel to my head, didn't really move much, did it? So when I bring this back, I have a more neutral hip. And all I'm doing is giving a little bit of movement of this part to give me a little bit more energy. Now, if you've got a wall you can play with a little bit. And let me suggest you do this with some socks on. So you don't mess up your wall. I'm carpeted here, so I'm not really got dirty feet. But if you can watch this wall here, let me show you. Okay, so this pillar over here on on the right here. So what I want to do is when I kick here and I put it on the wall, you can see how far my ankle or my heel is away from the wall. If you're like this, when you make contact, that means your kick is going more up than in. So when you put that on the wall, that ankle should be way away and extended forward. Another way you can work on this too is from the ground. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any of the issues with balance or anything. So you do this from the ground here on your back. Okay, so you lift this knee up and then see how my foot is pulled in. And then when I go up, the ball of the foot goes that way. See how almost straight that ankle is, the top of the shin and everything to the foot, top of the foot, and then pull it back. Going up and back down, up and back down, up and back down. Let's switch legs. Okay, so bring this in, ball the foot, pull back, toes pull back, up, and then back down, up, and back down. So, Mary, this is another way for you to help with your what happens when you do your extension, because a lot of times you get sideways like this. Okay, so if you can really focus on making that foot go straight up, and you can see it from here too, very easily. Okay, so up and back down, up and back down. So you want to extend that top of that instep relative to the shins. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions on those kicks and some of the adjustments we needed to make there? Do you find that that's the way you do it, or something, maybe something in between? Well, there's some comment. You feel free to comment. All right, so let's do side thrust kick as well. And we got about 5-6 minutes here. So get your chair again. Okay, so side thrust kick is the same as. Okay, so bring the chair on the left side with your left leg forward. The same lift as a maigiri, except for then there's a little tip at the very end. So you pick it up and tip. So notice the foot is directly below the knee here, not back here, directly below the knee. So when you lift here, toes are up, then there's a tip. Then I push from the forward position, forward of my base knee to the center, bring it back, and then put it down. Okay, so let's lift and tip. Okay, hands up, and then push to the center, bring it back up to the same position, and then put it back. Okay, 1. So your foot should be forward of your base leg. Tip. 2, push it back and out, bring it back up. Notice I collapse, or let me say I compress this base leg and then put it down. So the higher you lift, the more steeper the angle you can get downward if you're limited to how much sideways you can go as far as the height. So you can get above their knee or into their hip joint. Okay, and you can get over things. So if I wanted to get over this chair, I can go around that this way. Okay. All right, again, same thing, lift and tip. 1, 2, and 3, push it back toward the center, bring it back to the front, and then put it down. Hitch knee. Shigo. Okay, switch legs. Same thing. So lift. Same lift as a maigiri. Now tip. And you notice my base leg and base foot kind of pivot just a little bit. Now my foot should be forward of my base leg. I'm going to push to the middle, bring it back to the front again, and then step it back. Right? It's neat. Sheet, go. Okay. So when I lift and tip, I'm using my hip to point to the direction I want to go. It's neat. Some sheet, go. So check your foot. Is it? Let's everybody put. I'm going to take myself off the spotlight, and I want to put you sideways to your kicking direction. Okay. So everybody facing. So you're kicking down the line toward me. Okay. So have your your right leg forward, and you're going to kick with your left. So I want to see everybody's foot position. So right leg forward, and you're going to kick to your left toward the screen. So back up more, Andy. Back up more, a lot more. Okay, back up, Ariane. Okay, here we go. So lift and tip, lift, tip. Now, do you see daylight between your ankle and your base leg? Now push out. Now no daylight between ankle and base leg. Now bring it back. Should see daylight right in here, and then put back. Okay. 1, 2, tip. Keep the ankle out. 3, push back. Bring it out and down. So when you tip, be careful that you don't tip this already here, so that it falls behind or even with the base leg. Because if it falls behind, there is no way to get out to the center without making that to be a round kick. It just has to come forward, right? This way. Okay, so ready? Pitch. Knee, push it out. Bring it back. See some daylight inside of here and down. Pitch knee. She go. All right, switch other way. So left leg forward. Right leg doing the kick. Pitch knee. She go. Okay, so as you extend, you're necessarily straightening your, not only your kicking leg, but your driving leg from the floor. So when you come back, you have to resync and reset everything. This is that same concept we talked about in Nijushiho. After you do this kick and push and pull, you have to come back to drive again. And here we go. Pitch. 1, 2, kick. 3, 4, bring back and down. All right, lift, tip, kick, bring it back, hold it, and down. So look, when you look at this video, go to the end of the video here and see if you're creating some light space in between your kicking ankle and your base leg. Ready? Hitch, knee, tip. Some kick center of your base leg, bring it back and down. Try not to extend this draw hand or this hand that's up here. Leave it up here. Just tense, tense, tense from your lat and into your obliques. Ready? Hitch knee. Some, she, go. One more. Hitch knee. Some, she, go. All right, so I think you guys have some little bit of understanding. You're going to get to see a little bit what you do and whether or not you're actually doing what we talked about today. Except for Elliot, because she doesn't turn on her video. You're on my S list, Elliot. Turn that video on from now on. Yeah, that. So now I don't even know how you did because I couldn't see you. Okay. All righty. I will be out of town on Thursday and Saturday. Right now, Miho will be taking Saturdays. And I think Mark Ratzel had agreed to help out with that. If it's going to be a mix of live and Zoom, because it's a nice day, I would say not have Mark help, because it's impossible for you guys with live to do what Mark's telling you to do. Okay, but if it's a Zoom only, which is possible if it's not a good day, or if you guys wanted to just do Zoom, that's fine too. Then Mark can help out. Okay.
Yeah, I need Mark's help, I think.
Okay. All right, so we'll make it Zoom only then, and then
Yes,
on
yes, please.
Thursday, Mary's gonna lead, and I think Mary, did you and Marty talk again about co-teaching that one?
Yeah, he's gonna find out by the end of this weekend if he needs to be out of town.
Okay.
But we connected. Yeah.
All right, Elaine, are you able to help on Thursday at all or no?
I'm having a little thing in the morning on Thursday, so I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling.
Okay.
So that's why I was not
Okay.
not volunteering.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
All righty, folks. Well, thank you. And I will see you guys on Tuesday, and appreciate you participating today and giving some good effort.
Thank you very much, Sensei.
All right,
you.
have a
Thank you, Sensei.
great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.